kind of frustrating when you put a lot of time, energy, and investment into something and then have somebody just come along and swipe it from you. I believe in being original. Come original or don't come at all. I don't like stealing people's ideas. Hello and welcome. What's up, everybody? Thank you for clicking on the video. Today we're going to be checking out part 2 of the bank beater heater series, and I wanted to give you guys the rundown about some of the things we're going to see and talk about in this video before we rip off and head down to the water. But really quick, before we get too deep off into it, if this is your first time watching, or if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. Help us color in the bar back there on the subscriber board. I would love to have you guys riding along with what we got going on over here. Put out new fishing videos all the time, so consider subscribing and kick those notification bells on. It really helps the channel, especially if you like fishing unboxings. Got all these packs right here. I'm gonna be doing an unboxing video really soon. Seem to do really well on the channel. A lot of people seem to enjoy the unboxing vids, so if you're interested in seeing that, ride with me and click that sub button. But the name of the game today is Beating the Banks. Bank Beater Heater Series Part 2. For those of you who don't know, recently ran into some issues with the boat, which put me back on the shoreline, and I've been out there beating the banks, catching fish the old school way, back to our roots, to how we started the channel, fishing from the banks. And I've been having a lot of fun doing it, to be honest with you. It's been kind of nice, you know, just grabbing a couple rods, heading down to the water, see if I can get my hands on a couple fish. Let's talk a little bit about what's gonna happen in this video. You guys are gonna get to see how I go about breaking down the fish and trying to figure out what they're doing while having access to a limited amount of shoreline. I'm gonna go through a little bit of trial and error. I'm gonna ride the struggle bus for a little bit, but then finally we're gonna make an adjustment that eventually pays off for us, and I think you guys will enjoy the process. It's not going to be full-blown lightning, but it is going to be a realistic bank fishing video, probably very similar to some of the experiences a lot of you guys have while you're out there bank fishing yourselves. Also, we're going to talk about a little bit of a controversial subject: YouTubers stealing other people's ideas. So if you guys want to hear my thoughts on that, and you want to hear me maybe ruffle some feathers, go ahead and watch all the way to the end of the video, and I'll tell you guys a little bit about what I've been seeing lately and my thoughts on the whole stealing ideas from other people. Seems to be a common trend in the fishing community. I don't know why that is. I've seen a lot of it, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about that in this video. But most importantly, we're gonna go out, we're gonna beat the banks, we're gonna do some fishing, we're gonna catch some fish, we're gonna have some fun. So let's head off down to the water, start throwing some baits around. Let's go.
Let's get it. Starting out with the catwalk. Again, I saw a dude in a bass boat over there on the other side fishing the cove, so I'm gonna start over here where we had our best luck yesterday. Not gonna lie, it would be nice to be out there on the water cranking and yanking, but also it's kind of nice not having to deal with the boat or anything. Just grabbing a couple rods, taking off, and being able to come fish. Getting back to our roots. I had a lot of fun down here bank fishing yesterday, so I'm gonna do it again today, see what happens. Hopefully I didn't pressure them too much with this thing yesterday. I wouldn't think so. A little bit of a late start, but this is right around the time they were cracking off yesterday. And hopefully today we won't have to go for a swim. If you guys didn't see my last bank fishing video, check that out, man. We had to swim off into the middle of the cove to get this catwalk back. It was interesting. 57 degrees out here swimming. That's cold for Texas, old son. That's cold for Texas. The water is warmer than the air right now, so it should be fired up. Luckily not too late into the season, or I wouldn't have been able to get this catwalk back yesterday. It would have been too cold. Today it looks like they might be somewhere else. It might be somewhere else. Oh son, struggles of bank fishing are real. Can't just make a run, go find new water. You gotta fish what you got. You gotta run what you brung, oh son. Maybe we can find us a lone ranger sitting around somewhere. Come on, buddy. I mean, come on, buddy. Nothing doing so far. I mean, dang. Nobody home over here on this side. At least not anybody that wants that catwalk smoke. Go try off of this point right here, and then if we don't get a hit, I'll probably make a move. Make a move, oh son. Let's go. There's one. Oh, he came up and hit it. I was over here reading the dock sign. He came up there into super shallow water and hit it, but he came off on me. What else is new? Oh, just had one smash on it. He missed it. That was an explosion too, man. I didn't even feel him. Went to set the hook and he wasn't there. There's another one smacking at it. They're over there by these trees. Gotta find one that wants to commit. They're just slapping at it, those two. Swoosh. Splooshing. Splishing and splooshing. Come on, commit. Commit, old son, commit. I have to grab that swim jig and come back over here. There's something a little more mellow. I kind of want to go grab the swim jig, swimming around out there by these trees. I feel like I might be able to get one, but it's a little hike back to the truck. Start hoofing it. I'd love to be able to get one on top water, but they're just not committing to this thing like they were yesterday, at least not yet so far. Went back to the truck and drove back over here by these trees where we were getting those hits on the catwalk. Pick up the swim jig, throw it out there, see what happens. See if we can get some hitters. Throw something a little more mellow out there. Maybe get them to smash on this divine smoke instead. Hopefully we can get one. Let's see. I know they're out there. Nothing doing on a swim jig, so I don't know, boys. I don't know. I'd have to resort to throwing that fluke smoke. One thing I need to do is get this hoodie off. It was cold when we started. Let's make another move. Get back in my boat, AKA my Ford. Had one really crack off on it that we had a chance to catch. The other two, I think they just smacked at it, man. They were just mad, wanted it to shut up. So we'll go try something different, or just try throwing the catwalk in a different area, see if we can get some to commit. Bankbeatersdeluxe.com. They're out here somewhere. We just gotta find one that wants to crack. You just gotta find one that wants to crack. You guys know the deal, 2 fish makes a video, so at least from the bank. So hopefully we can find a two-piece out here. I'm starting to think I probably should have brought that fluke with me, man. They're just not hitting on the top. We'll see if the swim jig can get them. One major difference that I'm noticing about today versus yesterday is yesterday there were bluegill and baitfish and sunfish. I mean, all up in here, stacked up in these really super shallow parts of the water. I mean, inches. Today, I've seen one little fish, and I think he ran up shallow running from the swim jig. He wasn't even gonna be up here on his own. I think the fish might be pushed out a little bit deeper. It'll be a perfect day to crank, or maybe throw a Texas rig, which I do have on me, back in the truck. But top water and reaction base just might not be the deal. All right, back to the truck. Nothing doing over here. I'm gonna go back to where we started yesterday. Throw the fluke around, see if I can entice someone to hit a smaller profile. Come on. If I can just get one. If I can just get one, now I'll feel lucky. It's been a struggle out here. Probably been fishing for about an hour. 3 bites, no fish. Had one that came up and blasted on the catwalk, but he come off on me, man. Sugar loose, came unbuckled. We're gonna creep down here, see if we can find somebody hanging out that wants an easy fluke meal. I do see couple little fish up here in the shallows. Some sunfish right there, a little school of bluegill. Maybe they're over here. Come on. There was a bass boat over here fishing this cove when I showed up this morning, so these fish have got a little bit of pressure on them already, but he probably wasn't throwing that black lavender. See a largemouth right here on the boat ramp, just a little dude. See if we can get us a hit of committa. This right here, guys, is how I got my start in the YouTube fishing game. No bass boat. Had a freaking Yamaha AR210 twin engine jet boat down here fishing from the banks with my boat parked in the yard every day. Some of you guys probably know from my Q&A video where we went deep on my fishing history. I've been fishing my whole life. These past couple years, I've really fell deep into the bass fishing game. Started really focusing on getting better at catching largemouth bass. Sold my jet boat, bought Beetlejuice, and it's been full tilt boogie ever since. Yeah, there are sunfish stacked over here. There's gotta be some bass sitting somewhere. Look at all these fish. I don't know if you guys can see them. There's 200 bluegill right here in front of me. Just cruising. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 200. I think what I'm gonna do is work my way into the cove as far as I can go with the fluke. The likelihood of catching a bigger fish probably decreases the shallower we go, but you know, I'm just trying to get a fish at this point, old son. I don't care if it's Peter Dinklage or not. We got to get a couple. You guys will never even see this video. Know what I'm saying? So I put out a video recently giving an update on Beetlejuice, asking you guys if you would like to see some bank fishing videos. And judging by the responses from a couple of you, I think there are you know, a lot of new people here on the channel that don't realize that this is how we started. You know, this is what I had to do for the longest time before I got my boat. It wasn't always just freaking rainbows and unicorns, clovers and blue moons. No, dude, I had to go through this bank fishing grind just like many of you out there for a long time before I saved up and made enough correct moves in the chess game of life to get myself a bass boat. Don't think I don't know the struggle, dudes. I know the struggle. I've been there, done that. My whole life I've been bank fishing. It's only been, you know, the past couple years that I've had the luxury of fishing from old beet juice. And like I said, there was a boat up in here hitting all these spots as soon as I got down here to the lake this morning. So these fish have had some pressure on them. I don't know what he was throwing, but it's definitely not the first bait they've seen this morning. I don't have much farther I can go. I'm running out of shoreline, dudes. Oh, there's a largemouth right there, cruising. He cruising for a bruising. See if he'll react to this fluke. Oh, he did. He turned on it. Oh, there's another one that just chased it up. Little dude. He stopped. He's looking for it. I think he heard me. I think he saw me or heard me. They're finicky. So a lot of times what I'll try to do is I'll get my eyes on, you know, fish. It's super clear water here in my lake, so I can see the fish when they're up shallow. And I'll try to pay attention to how they're reacting. Even if they don't necessarily eat my bait, I try to swim it by them and see how they react. See if they turn on it, see if they stop, see if they run from it. And that'll kind of give me a clue as to how the fish are reacting. And I can see they're just pretty lethargic right now, man. That fish kind of stopped for a second, was sniffing around, but he definitely wasn't acting like he wanted to eat it. And then as soon as there he is right there. There he is right there again. I'm gonna throw it right there in front of him. See how he reacts to the fluke smoke. He stopped. Oh, he turned from it. He ran from it. Yeah. They're just not turned on right now, man. If anything, this video might just be a good little learning experience, even though we aren't catching any fish. Kind of just show you guys what I go through when I'm bank fishing and process. He's still right here. He's just cruising with me. Kind of show you guys. You see him? See the fish right there? Going under my line right now. That fish can hear my line moving through the water. He's kind of spooked, man. But yeah, anyway, show you guys kind of my little process, what I go through, break down the banks and try to figure out what the fish are eating and how they're behaving, whether or not they want to eat at all. And today we're getting our answer. It's a no from me, dog. Felt like I might have had something grab a hold of it there. Yeah, something grabbed it. You see my flukes pulled down a little bit. It just started feeling funny for just a second, but it didn't feel like a full-blown bite. It's probably a small little juvenile bass. There he is, got one. Yes, maybe not. Maybe it's a nice one. Yes, sir. Save the video. Thanks, dude. Yes, sir. Maybe it's a nice one. Wanted to eat a fluke. Check him out. Could be that same fish we saw swimming. Who knows? It looks about that size. Sweet, dude. Sweet. He ate it for real that second time. Man, I felt him barely. Like he was gumming it or something on that first cast. Come on, dude. Fluorocarbon's slippery. When they shake, it's hard to get them. There we go. Get you unhooked and let you go. Got one, dude, on that fluke smoke, baby. Up shallow, super off in the cut. You see the truck's way up there, parked on the old boat ramp. We're way down here into the shallows. Got us one. This fish feels cool to the touch. He's a little cooler. I'm gonna have to give him the old karate chop, get this hook out, I think. There we go. Yo. Take a look at him. You saved the video, buddy. Look at that school of largemouth right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bass right there. Just cruising up here shallow. That's what I'm talking about. Look at them stacked, dude. Dang. You guys see those fish? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bass right here cruising right in front of me. They don't even know I'm here. Okay, let's get the fluke re-rigged, let this guy go. Okay, that's not the one I saw swimming. He's a little bigger than that other one. Look at all those bass over there, dude. Let's see if we can get one to react. What is going on? How did I go down there and get snagged? Dude, my freaking... There we go. I was about to say, how did I go down there and get snagged when I wasn't even fishing? All right. Yeah, there's a squad. We just had a wolf pack roll by right in front of us, teasing us. Let's see if we can get one of them to hit. My fluke is thrashed, but we're gonna have to make it work. Come on, old son. I know y'all are over there. There we go, got another one. Yes, sir. That's a nicer fish. Yes, sir. 2 fish makes a video. We done found us a squad of them. He destroyed my fluke. We'll have to run back to the truck. But they're over here. They're fired up on this fluke now, dude. They're up here hunting. Look at that, 2 in a row. This is from that little group that we just saw swim in front of us. Boom. That is awesome, dude. Yes, sir. That is too cool, man, to see them roll by like that. And to be able to get them eat. Look, there they are right there. There's one of them. Might have split the group up with that catch right there, but dude, that was sick. 2 in a row on the fluke smoke. Fluke came off, you can see it floating right there. I'm gonna have to go back to the truck, grab my flukes, but dude, we found some eating, old son. That is what I'm talking about, boys. That is what I'm talking about. After the struggle all morning, we done got us a couple right in a row on the fluke. Black lavender, oh, reliable. Yes, sir, yes, sir. That was just awesome, dude. All right, you ready to go back, buddy? Go find your friends. Caught us some right when we ran out of shoreline, up there in the super shallows. That worked out, man. 2 fish makes a video. Save the day. You guys get to see all the action, get to see the struggle, and then get to see the redemption. Redemption. Should have taken those flukes with me. I'll be honest, I wasn't feeling too confident when I started heading down there. I wasn't thinking I was gonna get any bites, man. It just shows you, man, you never know, man. Things can change in an instant. That is what makes fishing so much fun and addicting, because the action can just transform from nothing to a whole lot of something in the blink of an eye. Black lavender. This is what I'm throwing, guys. Zoom, salty super fluke, lavender shad. Throwing it weightless on the Milliken 7.2 medium heavy, moderate fast action rod, 4/0 EWG, Gamakatsu light wire worm hook, straight to 15-pound Sunline Assassin fluorocarbon. No weight, weightless is the way, and we got us 2. And even if we don't get any more, man, I feel stoked on that. But I'm heading back down here, keep throwing this thing up into the shallows. Hopefully those fish are still hanging around. Maybe we can get us 3-piece and a biscuit off in here. Stop for a second and get re-rigged. Shoom, show you guys how to do this, how I do it. Straight through the nose, come out the chin like that right there. Slide the bait up to the bend in the hook. And you see where that hard bend in the hook sits? Right on the bait right there. That's where I'm gonna go through with my hook point. And then I'm gonna just barely text pose it. Press the tip of the hook back down into the skin of the bait like that right there. She's ready to fish. Let's go see if we can get one more, man. 1 more, 2 more, 5 more, who cares? Come on, old son. I did a lot of sight fishing with the fluke just like this before I got my bass boat. I mean, I would come down here and just look for the fish. And then when I would see them, cast to them, catch them. It's super fun, man. So another fun fact about the channel, something else I used to do, is I would cruise around and I would wait until the fish started blowing up shallow, making a run at some bait fish. You know, I'd see the action up here super close to the shoreline, and I would cast into that action, and a lot of times I would catch them doing that. They would be actively chasing, and that fluke would hit the water, and they would just explode on it and unleash the fury. There's a fish. And I always said chasing blow-ups. And when I first started thinking about making fishing videos, I was trying to decide if I was going to make a whole new channel or if I was just going to transform my existing channel into a fishing channel. And we ended up just changing the channel name to our real name and not creating a new one, but I was gonna call the new channel Chasing Blow-Ups. Fun fact, that was one of the ideas I had. Somebody will probably steal that and create their own channel called Chasing Blow-Ups now. A lot of stealing going on in the fishing community. Stealing baits, stealing other people's ideas. Shoot, there have even been other YouTubers that stole heaters only. And now they're saying heaters only. Interesting. Got one, dudes. My camera's dying. Fish number 3 on the day. I don't know how long this thing's gonna run. It shut off on me a second ago. I don't know why. There's fish number 3. Threw the fluke out there by that tree. He came up and smoked it. Hook set right in the roof of the mouth. That's textbook right there. Perfect hook set. That's where you want it. That's fish number 3 on the day. 3 fish, 3 piece and a biscuit out here, man. I ain't mad at it. Sweet, dude. Ready to go back, little buddy? Yee. Heaters only. But yeah, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by a overheating camera. Camera keeps saying it's too hot. It's not even hot out here, man. Quit being a baby. Was that there are other YouTubers that are already stealing and calling their videos heaters and saying heaters only on their channel. And I just think that's funny, dude. That I don't know, like ripping other people off is such a common thing in the fishing community. It's like that's just what these fishing YouTubers do now. They'll steal your baits, they'll steal your ooh, there's a fatty right there. That's a chunk. Come on, old son. They'll steal your bait designs. They'll steal your catchphrases. It's easier to just steal from other people than it is to come up with stuff for yourself. I'm not gonna call anybody out by name. You guys know who I'm talking about. I'm sure some of you guys have seen the same thing that I've seen. And yeah, it's, I don't know, it's pitiful. It's pathetic. It's sad. It's weak if you can't come up with your own stuff and you gotta steal from other people. It's just it's a sign of weakness. I don't get down with that. I believe in giving credit where credit is due. Gotta give a shout out to my boy Fat Boy Fishing. He is the dude that I first heard say, "Oh son." He said it in one of his Instagram videos. Everybody follow Fat Boy Fishing on Instagram. That's my dude. I heard him say, "Oh son," in a video. And it just stuck with me, man. And now you guys hear me saying it all the time. But like I said, I believe in giving credit where credit is due. So I've mentioned that before here on the channel, but I'm gonna mention it again right now. Oh son, that's Fat Boy Fishing. That ain't me. But I guarantee you these other people that are stealing ideas from other YouTubers, they're not giving credit where credit is due. And that's why I don't ride with these jokers, man. Catch me on the boat, solo, doing my own thing. It is what it is. You can't stop it from happening, really. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and it's something that happens, especially when you have a good idea like heaters only. Heaters only, old son. It's a catchy tune. I don't blame them, but it is weak, and I don't support it. The only reason I know about it is because I've had multiple people message me and tag me and say, "Hey, this dude is saying heaters only on his channel now." I'm like, that doesn't surprise me. What else is new? For every one clever catchphrase that these lame jokers steal from me, I'll come up with 100 more. And that's just the way it is. How long before they start saying boat flip boogie? How long before they start calling their orange crankbaits Chester Cheeto? How long? How much time do I have before y'all just rip away everything that I've created? Oh man, don't let them grind you down. Can't let it get to you. Can't stop it. It's gonna happen, but I don't ride with it.
All right, and there that was, guys. Ended the day with 3 fish. Not the best day, but not the worst day. Could have got skunked, but I was able to put my hands on 3 of them. That fluke smoked black lavender coming in clutch up there in the shallows. Finally found a little wolf pack that was up there beating the banks on the other side, hunting around, looking for an easy meal, and I gave them one with that fluke smoke. Boom, boom, boom. Was able to crack 3 in a row right there at the end. So save the day, 2 fish makes a video. We got a little bonus fish. Sorry for the camera troubles. Camera is too hot. I was like, it's not even hot out here, man. You crazy. So it's always something with these GoPros, man. And you guys also got to hear me talk a little bit about some of the things I've been seeing in the fishing community, ripping off other people's ideas. I don't know why that is such a common thing, or why people feel that they can do that just because they have a big following online. Nothing I can really do about it. It is what it is. All you guys that have been watching my channel, you know the originator. You know where it came from. Heaters only. You guys know the deal. It's kind of frustrating frustrating when you put a lot of time, energy, and investment into something and then have somebody just come along and swipe it from you. But that appears to be the name of the game in the YouTube fishing community. It is what it is. I will keep riding, rocking, ripping, and I'll come up with a bunch more catchy tunes to sing for you guys. But don't be surprised if eventually you see me separating myself from the whole heaters only thing, because I believe in being original. Come original or don't come at all. I don't like stealing people's ideas. Shout outs to my boy Fat Boy Fishing. He's the dude that got me turned on to saying "Ole Son." So every time you hear me say "Ole Son," I want you to think about Fat Boy Fishing. That's my dude. Give credit where credit is due. These other people that I'm talking about in this video, they're not giving credit where it's due. They're just taking ideas and using them for themselves without ever giving anybody a heads up. I've been getting tagged in some posts on Instagram. People are, you know, tagging me in the comments saying, hey, look at this, sending me DMs, and then I'll go back and these people are deleting comments, and it's just getting crazy, man. You can see that there's a level of shadiness going on with some of the operations in the YouTube fishing community. You guys might be familiar with the 6th Sense story. I'm not even gonna mention any names, but it just seems to be a common thing, dude, in the fishing YouTube community to rip off other people's ideas, and I don't get it. I don't get down with it. I don't ride with that. Come original or don't come at all. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about it, man. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I hope you have fun down there by the water, helping me catch those fish. We had to break them down a little bit, man. They didn't want the catwalk. They didn't want the squim jig. How long before somebody says squim jig? So I had to pick up old reliable black lavender shad, zoom, salty super fluke. Got it done. Helped us get a hold of 3 fish. So if you have fun hanging out with me, subscribe to the channel. Help us color in the subscriber bar here on the subscriber board. We're trying to hit 16,000. Currently sitting somewhere around 15,600 subscribers, and I would love to have you guys riding along with what we got going on over here. I got some fresh content coming. I'm gonna unbox all these boxes right here. I got Bank Beater Heater Series Part 2 and 3. I got another boat update coming that I think you guys are really gonna enjoy, and another crankbait ripper of a video where they were just absolutely annihilating Chester Cheeto once again. So if you guys are interested in seeing any of that future content, sub to the channel, kick those notification bells on. You'll catch those bad boys as soon as they go live. If you're interested in any of the 6th Sense products that you saw me using in this video, like the catwalk or the Divine swim jig or any of the rods that you see me using, you know the deal. 6thsensefishing.com. Check them out and use my code JR10 for 10% off everything on the website. Using that code saves the bread and supports the channel at the same time. And as always, if you choose to support by using my code, everyone who uses my code gets a shout out on Instagram. So make sure you take a screenshot of that confirmation email, hop on over to Instagram, shoot me a DM with a screenshot, and I will give you a shout out on my story. I'd just like to give you guys a little public recognition for you showing support and helping me keep this thing rolling. Shout outs to 6th Sense Fishing. They're big supporters of what we do over here, and they help enable us to keep making videos like this for you guys to see for free right here on YouTube. So ride with me, JR10 for the win. Sub to the channel. But that's about all I got for you today. That about does it. That about wraps her on up. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now, and I'll see you on the next one.